What does that?
No, it doesn't bother anyone. It's not gonna cover anyone.
Because I can always move it over but turn it.
Oh,
I
there
mean,
you
you're
go.
still gonna see it, but
All right, man. Well, so much stuff going on. All right, and good morning, guys. Happy Monday. Happy, wow, another new month. I'm Anton. This is Rachel, and as promised, we're gonna go a little heavy this week with pattern lifts. So pattern lift is basically just a plate of reps. Nothing higher than 20 reps, actually. Unlike last week when we went like, you okay?
yeah, just right from
Same here. I got that bad rap for that. Unlike last week when we went as many as 50 reps at a time. So this one's going to be slow and low. We'll call slow and low. We have three. We'll try to go through all three in about 30, 35 minutes. We're going to start things off with the 5x5. Five exercises, 5 reps each for 5 rounds. Then we got the art. Then we got the 30-30s. Basically, a pair of exercises to perform back to back. 20 reps and 10, 15 and 15, 10 and 20. And depending on how much time we have, we'll aim for about two pairs of exercises. And then finally, we're going to end with the hundreds. Basically, 100 reps broken into broken 25s. Okay, so it's 4 sets of broken 25s. That should be a good workout. We'll start with a warm up. What we have here is 2 pairs of dumbbells, one heavy, one light. There's a good reason for that because some of these will require very awkward movements like front raises or angels, which I can only perform with a light dumbbell. But feel free to grab a heavy dumbbell if you're comfortable with it. So let's start first with our body weight squats, lunges, and RDL. Starting in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So squat, just push your butt back. I like to bring my hands in front of me, engaging my core, sucking in that stomach, inflating your chest. Giants lost yesterday, huh? They won the other night. Oh, okay. So 10 more seconds. Well, it's Jeff Samarja. So good 4, 3, 2, and 1. The shark, exactly. Good. Very good. But he's no longer a shark. He's more like a guppy now. I can't blame him. Right. Right. Good. Let's do this for about 10 more seconds. RDL is your next. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. RDL, so slide your hands on your legs. Touch your feet, come back up. Well, once we get to full strength, and really, this season is already, what, 10%? More than 10% over. Yeah. It's 12% over because it's already been 10 games out of 60, so that's 12%.
I'm more worried about basketball. It started so late, and then there's
Right.
like a month off.
Yeah, exactly. And it's been a slow pace actually. I got 10 more seconds of this, and we're gonna go to our reaches. We're only gonna limit it to 2, since this is not a high intensity workout, so you can spend less time. 3, 2, and 1. You can spend less time warming up. Okay, reach across, touch the opposite foot. As opposed to the high intensity stuff, where warm up is really important to get a better quality movement. But feel free to go a little longer, especially for those of you watching this um, later on. If you want to just pause and continue your warm up while we get into the workout, you can do that too. Let's do this for 10 more seconds. Same thing for the lunges. Take a step forward lunge, reach across, touch that opposite foot. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet together. Step forward, reach across, touch that opposite foot. Very good. And again, some of these exercises may require additional material like sand balls or kettlebells. If that's the case, we'll provide modifications in place of a ball stand or a kettlebell, or even for the dumbbells. Some of you still don't have dumbbells, or some of you prefer not to use dumbbells and just body weight. So that's also possible. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Touchdowns. Touch your right toe with the left hand. Reach for the ceiling with the other. Now, unfortunately, for the 5x5, you could probably choose 5 different body weight exercises instead of the 5 dumbbell exercises that we're going to be doing. In any particular order, as a matter of fact. You can do push-ups, sit-ups, dips, mountain climbers, and jump squats, and maybe even a burpee. For 5 reps each, 5 times 2. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. There you go. Awesome. Okay, so for the 5x5, 5x5 stands for 5 exercises, 5 reps each for 5 rounds. It's also the same pattern or same format that we use for um, dumbbell and barbell complexes. So the 5 exercises we're gonna be using our medium to heavy dumbbells here, 15 pounders, but feel free to use light ones. We're gonna start with 5 RDLs. After 5 RDL, you either perform 5 rows if your dumbbells are heavy, or 5 flies if your dumbbells are light. Straighten back out for 5 bicep curls. Hold it up over your shoulder for 5 shoulder presses. And then hold it again in the rack position for your front squats. Okay? Now, if you're not comfortable holding it for the front squats, you can leave it by your side and do suitcase deadlifts instead. It's almost the same effect. It's a lot easier on your upper body. Okay? So again, 5 exercises, RDLs, rows, bicep curls, shoulder press or push press, and finally front squats. 5 reps each, 5 times 2. In 4. Starting with the RDLs. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands down towards your feet.
I'll do a round all morning.
Go what now?
I'll do one round.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, thank you, Rachel. So for those of you who are doing body weight, you can follow Rachel's lead, okay? Again, it's just 5 body weight exercises. Doesn't have to be in any particular order. And 5. So for the dumbbell or barbell complexes, there's an order to it because you're moving from a hinged position to an upright position to a squat. That's where you end it. 4, 5 shoulder presses. 2, 3, 4, and 5 squats. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Okay, do you have to go straight through? Of course not. You can take a break. How long is that break? If you do this every minute on the minute, if you finish those 5 exercises in 50 seconds, then that means you have 10 seconds to rest before your next run. If you do it EMOM style, every minute on the minute. Rachel's going to be doing the body weight workout. She's going to talk you through the workouts. Okay, 3, 2, and 1.
So even though that this is a single leg deadlift and it is an odd rep count, that's fine because if you're doing this more than once, you're gonna hit just remember what leg you started with.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna hit these exact same amount of legs each time. Now this may involve getting up and down a whole lot, but that's totally fine. Especially with that body weight. Remember to lift that leg first in the single leg deadlift. So we're doing rows.
Yep.
Flies. So remember for dips, hard, harder. Actually,
yeah.
Not far enough away from the ground. Pointing the elbows all the way back. From here, curls. Just turn around. Push-ups, 5 reps. Now, in that overhead position, you're starting like this and then pressing up. It's the exact same thing if you were to do pike push-ups. Somewhat.
Yeah, it is. It looks
Coming up.
air squats.
Done.
Whoa, then 5. Nice. Good. All right. So this is set number 3. So for those of you, you started with. What did you start with? Single leg deadlifts, dips, push-ups, pike push-ups, and air squats. Yeah. All right. This is round number 3. So as opposed to the deadlift, the RDL, you're gonna stand with your feet just underneath your hips, hip width apart. So that's gonna prevent your knees from bending too much. But it's not like you don't bend your knees; you bend them slightly. It's more important to hinge or bend at the hip. 4, 5. Notice that I did flies this time. I could manage to do flies with a 15-pound dumbbell, but not heavier. 4, 5 shoulder presses, straight through the press. Back to the rack position for squats. So Rachel's doing the suitcase deadlift. Those of you having trouble holding the dumbbells at the rack position. And if your dumbbell is too heavy, you can do a goblet squat. Just hold one dumbbell in front of you. Doesn't have to be the same 2 dumbbells. All right, well, just past the halfway mark. We got 2 more sets to go. Rachel's going to repeat her
Well, yeah, I'm gonna do some body weight.
something else.
But deadlifts are more of a glute exercise. So if you don't feel like doing single leg deadlift because of that single leg movement, even though I hate hip bridges, but it's supposed to be working here. Again, not here. glute. So squeeze glutes at the top, weight in the heels. Hold for half a second. I know it's weird, but you're hopefully the only one doing this in the house. Plus, you can always add, if you have like dumbbells, an extra movement to it. That's not me this one. From the pike position again, dropping that head down, elbows out. Burping up, 5 air squats. Then pull your pants up and get readjusted. What do you again?
All right, so this is our last round.
Yes.
All right. So again, RDLs, rows, flies, curls, and presses. Presses and front squats. 3, 2, and 1. So the nice thing about the 5x5, anything more than 5 is a grind. Like I've done a 7x7, which means 7 exercises, 7 reps each for 7 rounds. That's a grind. And it's hard to remember the exercise. I actually had to write it down so I won't forget. With a 5x5, it's easy to remember 5 exercises, especially if there's a flow to it. So when you create your own 5x5, whatever it is you want to use, you can use barbells, you can use dumbbells, you can use medicine balls, you can even use kettlebells. Make sure there's a flow to it so it's easier to remember, and the transitions are smoother. So the flow with this one, we start with a dumbbell literally at our feet, and then ending at our head. So feet to head, and 5. Good. So other examples of 5x5 with a bar would be RDLs, bent over rows, high pulls, push press because the bar is simply too heavy, and back squat. Okay, so dirty 30s, or high pulls with a kettlebell. So maybe one of these days we can do a 5x5 with kettlebells for those of you who have kettlebells at home. All right, so this one's going to be a dirty 30. Dirty 30 is 30 reps for the 2 exercises, 20 plus 10, 15 plus 15, 10 plus 20. We're going to do 20 kettlebell swings followed by 10 push-ups. 15 kettlebell swings followed by 15 push-ups, and 10 kettlebell swings followed by how many push-ups?
20.
There, 20. So everything's, you had to look at the board for that one. For those of you who don't have kettlebell, you can simply do air squats, or you can do drop squats, where you're spreading your feet and then jumping down. Okay, so it's similar movement to a kettlebell swing, still retaining that explosiveness. When you modify your workout, retain some of the elements of that workout that you modified. Okay, if possible. So let's start with the 20 kettlebell swings.
I'll do one with just all kettlebell.
Oh.
I'll just keep, so if you only have one piece of equipment at home, no excuses.
Oh, okay.
Follow me.
Okay. Yeah, very good. All right, in 3. And let it be a kettlebell, please. 2 and 1. 20 swings, takes about 30 seconds. Finish. Ten more.
Now that this is the quote-unquote easiest version, since the reps are high,
Yep.
you can always modify it each time.
And 10.
Each round.
And 20. Not for me. The older I got, the harder the kettlebell swings became.
Oh.
I mean, I used to be able to swing the kettlebell for 20 minutes. No big deal. But now it's like, oh my God, 20 reps is. All right, so 10 push-ups for me. Are you going to do push-ups, or are you going
I'll
to
do
do
curls.
bicep curls with a kettlebell? Great idea. In 3, 2, and 1.
To be fair, doing kettlebell swings for 20 minutes shouldn't be anything. Anybody should do easily for 20 minutes.
As a warm-up. That's crazy. I know. But it did improve. Every time I do something like that, it improved my performance in some race the following week. So it's like, it's one of those make or break workouts. So if it didn't break you, then you'll have a great race following that. All right. 15 and 15. So it's an even split of 30 reps total. 3, 2, and 1.
So I'm gonna alternate.
Okay. Yep. And why do we alternate at the top?
Because you only have one hand, not 2. So it makes your kettlebell a little bit heavier.
Yep. Feel heavier.
Yes.
And 15. Good. Okay. 15 push-ups. or 15 bicep reps. Now you notice that the second exercise is the harder of the two. So we end with 20 reps of the harder exercise. It's a beach. He's got a quite a distinct sound. You don't even need to look at the artist or the song to know that's something by Avicii.
Oh, Avicii. Oh,
Yeah, the guy, Tim
I like
Bergling.
The beach. I don't know that already.
Tim Bergling, who killed himself, I think, about 3 years ago. So, unfortunately, in Dubai. All right, so this is going to be 10, the easiest of the kettlebell swings, but the hardest of the push-ups because we flipped it. We do 10 and 20. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Rachel's adding a hop or a jack. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And how do you do that, Rachel? What are the things that they should remember when they do their kettlebell jumping jack?
Do your hop while the kettlebell is at the top, and nothing changes about your form. You're still in that little squat position. You're still kicking your butt forward. You're just bringing your feet together.
Still using your legs to generate
Yes.
that swing. All right, 20 push-ups. No more stalling. 3. See, I'm disappearing from YouTube. 2. I didn't realize that. And 1. 6.
Hopefully by now. If you don't know how to do a push-up,
10.
well, I'll tag the suggested video after this about how to do a proper push-up in one of our monthly AMRAP tests. So if you missed Antoine in that push-up and this is your first time joining us, I'll click on the video. Oh, it's not going to matter now, but I'll remind me to do it after.
All right, so that was our first of 2. We're gonna do one more. This one's gonna be an overhead tricep extension. I'm gonna use dumbbells. Okay, you can use kettlebells soon. Rachel's gonna show you. So basically, that's a tricep extension. So you're gonna bring the dumbbell over your head or the kettlebell over your head. 1 foot forward to stabilize. Make yourself a bipod and not a monopod. Keep your elbows close to your head. Then bend your elbows back and extend. We're gonna do 20 of those, followed by 10 V-ups. Okay, so same order. 20, 10, 15, 15, and 10 and 20. The V-up being the second exercise. We're gonna finish with 20 of those. I'm gonna use for now, because it's high rep at 20, I'm gonna use a pair of 10-pound dumbbells that I'm gonna bring together over my head. Okay, ready? Again, nothing changes with my feet. My feet stack one in front of the other. 2 and 1. Notice how Rachel's arms are virtually perpendicular to the floor the whole time. Her forearms are the ones that are bending, and her upper arm, her humerus, is not bending or moving at all. So same thing. Try to keep your bicep close to your ears. 11.
You know how I remember the humerus?
12. Huh?
You know how I remember where the humerus is?
No.
It's really easy, but if you hit your funny bone, it's not very humorous.
Neither was that. That's and 20. Very good. All right, V-ups. For now, I'm just going to perform a V-ups without mat because I'm only doing 10. So I think I'm going to disappear from YouTube. So follow Rachel. It's like it doesn't have to be both of us on screen. Just lift your arms and legs at the same time. You can touch your toes or simply reach for whatever you can grab. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. So now we're gonna take 5, add 5. Take 5 reps off the overhead tricep extension. Add it to the V-ups. Since we're doing less reps, I'm gonna add some more weight. So I'm grabbing my 15-pound dumbbells, bring it together, holding over my head. Okay, ready? 3, 2, and 1. Again, nothing changes. Keep your biceps, your humerus close to your head. 6, 7, 8, halfway. 9, 10, 5 more. Oh my God. Felt this. 3, 4, 5. For those of you lucky enough to have one heavy dumbbell, you can use that single heavy dumbbell. You're gonna cup the dumbbell with your thumb and forefinger this way, and then hold it the same weight it changes the angle because your palms are facing up, not forward. It's more of a supine grip rather than what's the other one?
Transverse.
Yeah. It's anyways,
Prone.
right now, prone, exactly. Than a pronated grip. It's a supine grip rather than a pronated grip, which is facing each other. 15 VMs. We don't need, do you need Matt?
No, I'm good.
You guys might. My brother just bought himself a Laker yoga mat. I'm like, do you do yoga? It's like, no. He's such a big Laker fan, he bought a Laker yoga mat, which looks good actually. 6.
So you might be noticing that I'm not doing what Anton's doing, which is totally fine. I'm a huge fan of variety. So even though I'm not doing what he's doing, it's a little less stress on my quads, on my hip flexors, on my lower back. So it's not that I'm not working the exact same muscle groups. It's just since the reps are higher, I want to protect this. So I'm decreasing the amount of pressure on that.
It's the same workout.
Yeah.
Same workout. It's just you're changing the angle of attack, the leverage. So remember, remember we're not machines. You change the angle of attack, you change the angle of leverage. You also change the working muscles. We got so many different working muscles. All right, 10 and 20. 10 overhead tricep extensions, which is going to feel closer to 20 at this point because we already done 35 reps. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That felt more like 30 reps. All right. Then finally, let's end with 20 V-ups. Again, mat is not necessary for us right now, but if you need to, please use your mats or if you got a carpet. 3, 2, and 1. Never underestimate the importance of a good quality mat. Thin mat. Oh my God, that was a mess. That was a mess. Are you doing a? Okay, so you could also do that like pulses. It's a leg raise pulse. All right, so we do have one more series. It's called the 100. So it's what I call a portable exercise. You can do body weights with this, body weight only, or you can do do a mix of body weight. We got 20 air squats, 15 mountain climbers, 10 angel flies. Now, if you don't have dumbbells to do an angel fly, this is an angel fly. You're going to hold a pair of light dumbbells, bringing it up and over your head. If you don't have dumbbells for your angel fly, I suggest you just do plank ups. From a low plank position, you get up to a push-up position and you come back down. And then, of course, 5 burpees. Now, if you don't want to do the burpees, you can simply do jump squats, okay? On the second round, in place of the mountain climbers, I might do the TRX pull-ups, but we'll see. So it's 20 air squats, 15 mountain climbers, 10 angel flies or plank ups, and then 5 burpees. Now we do those 4 exercises again in reverse rep order. So instead of 20, 15, 10, 5, now we're going to do 5 air squats, 10 mountain climbers or TRX, 15 angel flies, and 20 burpees. Okay. Again, we always end with a hard exercise. No time limit with this one, no time target either. Just do your best for the 20 air squats. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put your hands in front of you. Now, why is this called an air squat? And the other one's just a body weight squat? Well, you're reaching for air right in front of you. And you're going down as low as possible, which you want to do anyways. Whether you're doing a front squat, goblet squat, or a back squat. So nothing changes with your form. I think that's 10, 11, 12. It's just as challenging as an actual squat. You done?
Yeah.
That was fast. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now Rachel's doing the mountain climbers. I'm going to do TRX instead for 15. And I'm only doing this because I have the luxury of using our TRX our TRX station here at Parts and Round 6.
Now for angel flies, it varies depending on how your shoulder feels, how you feel.
We do differently.
You can do angel flies pointed towards you, just like you're making snow angels, out and up.
Yep.
Standing lat fly or standing flies.
Elbows slightly bent too.
Yeah, don't stick straight your elbows, slightly bent.
Right. I'll do the plank ups since you're doing the angels. So plank up would be on your elbows. You get up to your hands. That's one. More like a tricep push-up, as they call it. 3, 4, 5, 6. You can also repeat the bicep curl. 7. Any kind of upper body workout with dumbbells. 8, 9, and 10. 5 burpees. Now I'm gonna add a push-up to these 5 burpees because it's only 5. When we do the 20s, I'm gonna add the push-up to the last 5 burpees. 4, and 5. Whew. Good. Okay, so now we do those 4 exercises again in reverse rep order, starting with the 5 air squats. Okay, ready? 3, 2, and 1. Don't treat this as 2 sets of 4 exercises. Treat it as 8 separate exercises. 4 and 5. 10 mountain climbers for me. 10. You can do the plank ups.
I'll do shoulder taps.
Okay. She's gonna do shoulder taps instead. So 15 pairs. I'm gonna do the angels. Now, as you can see, we can exercise a bit more creativity when it comes to these hundreds. There's really no clear flow to these exercises, or on our feet and on the ground, on our feet and on the ground. We're more concerned about the volume rather than the flow of the exercise. Unlike with the pattern lifts, you try to get 2 exercises that are closely related to each other or complement each other. I think this is 12, 13. Hey, she waited for me. 14. And 15. You always finish.
What's that?
All right, so this is going to be 20 burpees. I'm going to do the first 15 without the push-up. 4, 5. 20 burpees takes about a minute for me to finish. This takes about 3 seconds from burpee. 9, 10. Okay, we got 10 more. We already done 90 reps. 13, 14, 15, 5 to go. Now I'm going to add a push-up to everyone. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Oh my God. And we are done. Great job, Rich. Great job, everyone. So that's what we call pattern lifts. You're basically using the same exercises, playing around with a rep count. So that's going to be the theme this week. And next, we're going to be featuring heavier lifts for lower reps. And even 20 is considered a low rep. It's almost in the same normal rep range as you would if you were going to do squats. You could do bench press. You could do burpees, for instance. So when we do the hits, that we either go by time or we go all the way up to 50, maybe even 100 reps one of these days. Guys and girls, thanks again for joining us this morning. We'll see you again on Wednesday morning, about the same time. What's going to be, Wednesday's usually going to be Insanity and ATC, but we're going to switch that to another brand new set of pattern lifts, okay? Thank you all for joining us this morning. Take care. Have a fantastic rest of your day. If we don't see you again till next week, have a fantastic rest of your week. Take care. Oh my God.
Woo! It always happens at the end. I always get something in my eye. I should probably invest in a sweatband. Some type of sweatband.